I was finally able to get my hands on the AI key and the rack mount. So let's get them unboxed and installed. Start with the rack mount. Very nice. So it's got the one open slot for the AI key. You can add up to 2 more. We've got rack studs and screws. That's it for that. And now the AI key. There it is. Been waiting months for this. I'm super excited to throw this on the network. Oh yeah. Powered by PoE++. So I don't think there's anything else in here. Okay, yep. Look at that. Okay. So let's get this in the rack. I don't want to put it on top or directly below the ENVR because this does produce a good amount of heat. So I think what I'll do is I'll move this one down a little bit, or 1U, and then put the AI key here. I think that'll look good. There we go. AI key is installed in the rack. Looks pretty dang good. So it's currently on port 42. You can see it blinking. Oh, is that amber, green? I can't tell. But so I need to change that off of the guest network and put it on the camera network. So I've had the AI key installed now for a little over a week. It says 7 days. So let's take a look at what the AI key detected, what it didn't detect, what it does good, and what may need some fixing. Since school has started, there's a lot I just can't show. It'd be nice if I had one for home. I could probably do more testing, but I don't. So let's take a look, and I'll just have to redact what I can't show, but I'm going to focus a lot on me on site and what it detects based on my profile. So here in Protect, we can see the AI key here on the right. I currently have it set to 31 cameras. So computer vision enhancement, 31 cameras, speech to text, 31 cameras. License plate recognition is off because the cameras have that, and face recognition is off because the cameras have that built in. All the cameras on this site are 4K with enhanced AI. So process detections in the last 24 hours. This says detections that have been processed with AI key in the last 24 hours, including speech to text, image enhancement, and face enhancement. So the AI key can take an image of a face and actually enhance that to try to get a cleaner image. I have seen this process detections spike to 11, little over 11,000. That's the highest I've seen it in 24 hours. That's really good. Detections in queue right now, there's 0. So as the AI key processes detections, it can have a queue Once it gets to 150 to 200 detections, it will start dropping detections. And what I mean by that is, so basically the AI key is full and at its limit for processing. And so any more detections that come in from the cameras simply won't be processed. And I have noticed that on Sundays. So we typically have 800 to 1,200 people in the building. And so on the kids' side, people are dropping their kids off, picking their kids up. There's lots of people walking around. 31 cameras was way too much. I dropped it down to one camera, just the foyer camera, and it was still too much. It would max out at 200 detections in the queue, and it wouldn't process anymore. So when you have high traffic areas, you're gonna want to add more AI keys to your system. And as far as I know, it's unlimited. You can add as many as you want. It's just depending on how much you want to spend. They're $800 a piece, and you can add 3 into that rack system. So really, budget is kind of the limit on how you want to do processing. So below that, we have face enhancement, faces that have been enhanced in the past 24 hours. We don't have any. Status is online, connection's excellent. We can see all the IP address and uptime. System performance, so we can look at the past week. So starting like August 8th or 9th, I believe. You can see the memory, CPU, GPU, and you can see these spikes. That first Sunday that I had it turned on, it was basically maxed out. Even though it's not showing 100%, it was telling me that the queue was full. And then this is the past 24 hours. You can see Friday. And then last night the cleaners came in to clean the building. So here in settings, we can name it. We can add tags. So computer vision enhancement, analyze and categorize objects detected by your selected camera. So we've got all cameras right now. During the school day, there's anywhere between 30 and 40 people in that building. So it seems to do just fine. Next, AI summary. So automatically generate AI-powered summaries for cameras with computer vision enhancement enabled. Enabling this may reduce the number of analyzed detections per hour. So this could be slowing me down, or slowing the AI key down, with how many people are analyzed or how many detections are analyzed on a Sunday. So I want to keep this next AI enabled because it will tell me a whole AI summary about what's going on in the video and the image that I selected, and I'll show you that. Speech to text, so transcribe speech detected from selected cameras. So I have that selected on all. So as the computer detects speech, it will turn it into text. Face recognition, enable face recognition on G4, G5 cameras and upgrade face recognition sensitivity on AI G6 cameras. So this will add the enhanced face detection on the current cameras. The face enhancement, enable manual enhancement of face recognition on demand. So I'll be able to select an image and enhance that face. And then we have the screen brightness on the actual AI key. Night mode turns the screen off during these hours. Locate, restart, and remove. So let's take a look at the Find Anything tab. So here we've got images from the cameras. This Find Anything tab has so much more selectable data since I added the AI key. So up top here, we've got videos, we've got people, faces, cars, license plates. You can select what cameras and your time frame here. Event type, animal, door access, ring. So since I have access and protect on the same in VR. If I select door access, it will show the door cameras and it'll show the cameras that I have paired with those doors. So it'll bring up that footage. So event type, and then we've got audio type. So speaking, barking, car horn, all of that. Person. So let's select male. These are the cleaners from last night. Select female. There we go. Cleaners from last night. Upper clothing. So you can choose different color of clothing. Black. So there we go, black. You see cleaners last night had a black shirt. Let's do red. I know the cleaners had red. Yep. And it's even showing red on the cleaner's shirt there. Lower clothing. Let's choose black. Yeah, I mean the jeans are dark. So blue lower clothing. Yeah, so I can't show you this stuff. So upper clothing works well, lower clothing does not work as well. Accessories, so mask. So this person here was not wearing a mask. And so it got that detection wrong. So I can report false detection. So it shows here, select which detections to report. So I can select that one. And then the recording may contain personal data and will be processed by filters to protect user privacy. Examples, blurring of any detected faces and license plates, and the alteration of detected human speech. The post-processed recording will be used to enhance Ubiquiti's detection technology. So I already reported these, so I'm not going to report them again. But yeah, so we got masks incorrect. Clicking on backpack, we can see here, this person does have a backpack. I can't show you all of these, but looking at them, everybody's got a backpack. There are some kids that don't have backpacks, but they have like something hanging from their clothing, so it thinks it's a backpack. Glasses. So again, I'm sorry I can't show you a lot of this, but these folks do not have glasses. There are, I don't know, it's like a 50-50. So we can see here the cleaner from last night, not wearing glasses. Cleaner from last night, again, not wearing glasses. So I can report those as false. Ooh, let's look at helmet. Okay, so this is me. Not wearing a helmet. So I wasn't wearing a helmet, so I reported that one. Other clothing types, coat, shirt, shorts, suits and pants, vehicle color, vehicle type, and vehicle brand. This vehicle brand thing is very interesting. Like here at the bottom, seat. I don't know what that is. That's a brand. So that's a van, and I think that's a Toyota or a Sienna. I think it's a Toyota Sienna. Anyway, it's not a seat. But we can see on this detection a parking lot with several cars, a building in the background, and some greenery. So that's the next AI summary. I don't know if I'll keep that on. I think I may turn off the AI summary for Sunday to see if we can process more detections, because I just don't see how this would be useful. A parking lot with several cars, a building in the background, and some greenery. Now, if it described, like if it was able to catch this license plate and describe the brand of vehicle and the model and the color, I think that would be more worth it, because then I don't have to research what all of that stuff is. But maybe they'll be able to refine that in the future. I'm just not sure. So, yeah, it says vehicle brand is seat. It's not right. Dacia, I don't know. That's not a brand that I know of, and that looks like a Nissan. Yeah, that's a Nissan. So I reported that one. Let's see if somebody goes to our church that has a Lamborghini. That's a Chevy. Yep, that's a Chevy Traverse. So that's not a Lamborghini. So we have all these car brands. Let's see. Ford. That should be an easy one. Okay. Yep, that's a Ford. Super Duty. F-150. That is a Hyundai. Oh, that's a guy. Okay. So this is an interesting footage. So a man in black shirt and jeans is cleaning the top of a concrete wall with a long hose. That's pretty cool. That is descriptive. Yeah, but anyway, we're looking at cars. So Ford, that's a Ram. Nissan, Chevy, that's another Ram, Chevy, a Land Rover, and a Jeep. So these are all clearly Fords. Ford Transit, another Ford. That is not a Ford. What is that? A Chrysler or Kia Carnival? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that's not a Ford. So it does a pretty good job. Look at Toyota. Yeah, I mean, that's a BMW. That's a Pontiac. But most of them are Toyotas. Yeah. That's good. Mercedes-Benz. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's doing pretty good on that. Tesla. Oh boy. So we've got, looks like the same Tesla here. That's a truck. Yeah, so that's my Toyota. That's not a Tesla. None of these are Teslas. Renault. That's definitely a Buick. So I've reported a lot of these as false detections. I like that feature. You opt into it. It's not something that's standard. I wanted to opt into it because I want this to improve, and I want them to be able to use this data to improve it. Now, as far as like inside the school, if it's me or another adult that I know, I'll report it. But as far as the kids, like, I'm not reporting those videos. You know, if it shows that a child had a backpack but they didn't, I'm just not going to report it. So leave those as they are. So those are the that's the huge list of detections that the AI key gives you. So much more than the regular enhanced AI cameras. So the cleaners last night. So this shows the next AI is a child-friendly cafe with a modern design featuring orange chairs and tables. A person in red cleaning attire is seen near the entrance. That's really cool. Taking a look at this detection, it says a person vacuums a hallway at Unhart Children's Academy. So the camera can't see the full logo, so you can't knock it for that. But with chairs and tables set up for students. So let's find me. Faces, person. So I'm going to type in my name. And it's going to find every image of me in the recording history. So that's a child. That's not me. I'm not going to report that. So here's me. This is when I was installing battery backups. A person with a backpack and a shopping cart enters a spacious, well-lit room. Okay. You can see there it caught my face. Okay, so let's check out this footage here. This is me coming into this room. Okay, so it caught my face. It's got me. Let's check out the next AI summary. So AI key is processing, result coming soon. Now look, it highlighted me. Okay, so a man in a gray shirt and shorts walks through an office space pulling a black suitcase. The room is furnished with wooden tables and chairs on a green rug. Okay. So it's pretty decent. Now, this is the re-ID. So it found me in the image and made me stand out. So I'm going to click on that. Searching object. So no re-ID result found. Okay, that's an image of a child. So this is supposed to be able to find me in the footage, like anywhere else in the footage, and that way I can just click on the footage that it brings up to find out where else I have been at this certain time. However, it's not doing that. So we'll try it again here. It's scanning object. Let's see if it finds me. No, those are children. Okay. So let's go back to a different image. This is me a different day, same room. The next AI summary. A man in a green shirt and shorts walks through an office space with wooden furniture. He carries a black suitcase on wheels. Okay, so it found me. Searching, and it says no re-ID found. So I made it more broad, and this is still not me. This looks like one of the teachers in a green shirt. Same color, really. But that's not me. That's a bummer. I was hoping to show off the re-ID, but it's not working. I guess we can look at one of the cleaners from last night. So let's take a look at one of the cleaners. So next AI summary, a person sweeping the polished floor in a modern well-lit space. It just highlighted the person. Okay, so this is working better. So this is the same day. It's right in the middle of precise and broad. So we see a lot more images of the cleaner. So that's working really well. So I can click on it and it will bring up one of the hallway cameras that the cleaner was spotted on. And it says a person in a red vest washes their hands at a sink with yellow cleaning supplies visible. So this is a water fountain. It thinks it's a sink, which I get that. Up here, this is the yellow it's referring to. So that is the mop bucket. But yeah, it found the cleaning person. And if I click on them again, we can see here all the images. So let's try the other cleaning person. And I'm purposefully trying to hide their faces. But if I do next AI summary, a person vacuums a hallway at the Unhart Children's Academy with chairs and tables set up for students. So it found the person. One click, and there we go. The same person, just different cameras. So it's working well for that. So that's the re-ID. I think it's fairly new, within the past update or two for the AI key. So in conclusion, I think the AI key is worth the price tag. It's going to take a little bit for Ubiquiti to really hone in on the AI features and what the unit is able to process. I like being able to report the false detections. I feel like I'm helping to make this product better. If you have high traffic areas, you're going to want multiples of these AI keys. I am curious how it would work with 3 of them, let's say. I'm curious if it can, all 3 of them as a cluster can process all 31 cameras on a Sunday. You know, we see over 1,000 people in this building any given Sunday, and so most of them do come to this kids side of the building. If this sparked any questions, please put them in the comments. I can do an update video as Ubiquiti sends out software updates. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do give this a thumbs up if you don't mind, and I'll see you on the next one.